Physician who's had my license for 40 years and had a very strong biochemistry background, I can say, and seeing what's happening with the X39, I can say without a doubt that this is the most significant medical breakthrough in my lifetime.
Aloha everybody, Maria Benardis here, coming to you with a new video. And for those that don't know, I'm a health and wellness coach, longevity expert, Gourmand award-winning chef, cookbook author, and of course I was voted in 2023 as the #1 on the top 10 list of women disrupting the health and wellness industry. And why am I disrupting, well, the medical industry actually, and why am I disrupting the medical industry? Because I'm helping people achieve optimum health, and I'm helping them achieve longevity. And today we're talking about Start X39. So X39, which is an amazing LifeWave patch, which is a longevity patch, and helps with your overall health and wellness. But this video is geared specifically for my customers and partners, and I thank you and I love you all. In relation to, well, what are some tips that we can actually be adopting to maximize the impact of the LifeWave patches, especially X39, and actually see results a lot quicker. So as my partners will know and my customers, I do have a particular area on my website where I do provide tips, and I'm actually going to bring that screen up. And it's very, very important that my partners actually share this wisdom with their customers and partners. And I'm certainly sharing it with all my customers. And very important that in addition to patching up, that, you know, these tips are followed, because if they're not, then you're going to find that the positive effects of the LifeWave range, and in particular X39, which is what I'm focusing on, will be a lot slower. So this is why I've put this together. And then I'm going to have some tips by Jen O'Sullivan, BCN, as well. And there's going to be a great video that follows, which is the top 10 rookie mistakes that she has picked up with people using this amazing technology. So let's launch into it. So these are some of the tips that I suggest to my customers that are really, really important. Now, I'm not going to play the videos. My partners and customers can go there in their own time and actually view those. But the first most important thing is to drink lots of water. preferably purified and free of fluoride and other toxins. And very important, as I've said, that tea and coffee do not count. So all day long, we should be sipping, good quality water. And as people know, LifeWave is coming out with this amazing uh, technology. It's called light water technology, which in addition to purifying the water and getting rid of all those nasty chemicals, it will take out plastics, and it will also add light and really structure the water, which is ideally the type of water that we should be drinking from the tap, but unfortunately that is not the case. So stay hydrated. The second most important thing is you need to be getting your electrolytes and ionic minerals. And most importantly of all, natural electrolytes as much as possible, not that stuff that they sell, because, as we've seen recently, a lot of that has a lot of toxins, has a lot of plastics, and really is not nurturing your body. Good example is coconut water, and something that we have here on a daily basis in Hawaii. Now, very important, because X39 activates the GHKCU copper peptides, you need copper. And what I'm finding is most people don't have an iron issue, they have a copper issue. And again, I have the prescribed amount there of how much I recommend that you should take, which is what David Schmidt recommends. And of course, he loves high quality dark chocolate with minimal sugar. And that's what I like to take every day. I like to take it in the form of dark chocolate. And here in Hawaii, we have amazing cacao farms. I also recommend COQ10 and turmeric. Now, very important that you're eating a very high vibration diet, that is food diet. There is a video that will follow after this one where I go into this in great detail, and my website does link to my blog that tells you what is good, high nutritional, high vibrational food and what is poor. So, for example, we're trying to get rid of the bad oils or minimize them, get rid of processed food. Processed foods and sugars slow down the progress of the patches. So we don't want too much of an acidic diet. So there's different ways you can view this: acidic or low vibration, all the same. The ancient Greeks, viewed the body as energy, and it vibrates. So therefore, they wanted to add good high vibrational food. And one example is, certified organic fruit and vegetables. So have a look at that video. I go into it in great detail. So then we're going to go to the next tip. Very important. You should only wear the patches for 12 hours and then take it off and discard it. Please don't put it back on your body uh, thinking the next day that it's going to continue to work. No, that's not going to happen. The patch has frequencies that activate for a certain number of hours, and then it's useless. Not only that, you don't want to be putting bacteria back on your skin after you've stuck it on and then stuck it off. So remove immediately and discard. Very important. And I have some tips there. Not to reuse it, and so on and so on. So have a look at those. Now, minimum length of wear. I always recommend 1 month for every 10 years of age. So if we're looking at someone that's 75 years old, we're looking at least a minimum of 8 months. Now, in any case, I recommend as a benchmark a minimum of 6 months. This is when you really notice phenomenal positive things happening in the body. Then on my website, you'll see some great videos from Dr. Stacy. And very important, what I recommend is everybody should do some tests before they actually start patching up. Why? Because numbers don't lie. Blood work does not lie. Your dental improvements don't lie. Your eye health does not lie. So they're the kind of 3 tests that I recommend that you get before, or at least have done recently, and then you get them done at least after 6 months, and people are noticing phenomenal improvements. And also, I recommend take a picture of your face because you're looking at yourself in the mirror every day, and you don't realize the improvements that are happening with your skin in terms of diminishing wrinkles, suppleness, and so on. Now, also, I do recommend you speak to your medical practitioner because there may be some medications there that are necessary. So have a talk to them and see if that is the case, because the more medication you're on, the slower it will work for obvious reasons, because it's going to focus on um, diffusing some of the impact of those medications. Another point I make is the patch range is for all ages. There isn't a minimum or a maximum. And very important that really we have faith in God. And I have a beautiful prayer there that one of our doctors, Dr. Stanley Gravely, has recommended, and I love it. And affirmations are very important. I'm healed, I'm healthy, and feel young. We need to have a positive frame of mind as well in relation to our health and wellness. As I've said before, and I will be posting a video again that I did a few years back. Most illnesses I have found, and this I use myself as an example, most of the illnesses that I had were emotional, mental related. So again, I cover the before and after 6 months test. So I give you a panel there of what I'm recommending that you go and ask your doctor to do. And of course, if people are seeing, naturopaths, get a bioresonance, full body scan. After all, we are energy beings. So I'm just letting everybody know that nothing enters the body. So you don't need concern yourself if you're on anything, an existing protocol. It won't sort of interfere with that. But always, I recommend that you do consult your medical practitioner if you have any concerns. And yes, the patches can get wet. It won't diminish their effect. Very important to store the patches in a cool place because heat activates them. So please don't, put your full patches in your pocket because they will be activated. And then by the time you put them on your body, there won't be uh, basically you would have cut back a lot of the time that they should have been activated, and they won't be functioning for the full 12 hours. And another thing I recommend is if people do have pre-existing conditions that is due to inflammation, and normally what I do is I do recommend people add the Aeon patch. That is our anti-inflammation, or as I call it, the happy patch. And normally I would recommend that patch be added on for anybody that has some pre-existing condition or a lot of anti-inflammation. Um, so again, I recommend please remove any toxic products in your environment. That will slow down the progress and also on your body. And I have a link there of the products that I use to clean my place and the organic products that I put on my body that use things from nature and essential oils. And the very important thing I wanted to say is please do not be discouraged if you do not feel anything. And this is what one of the videos is saying up above. I did not feel anything when I put the patch on, and I did for a long time. However, when I went to the dentist, he said, "You know what, Maria?" He says, "Your teeth have straightened." And I thought, oh my God, that's remarkable. So I don't need to do anything about that. I noticed that my eyesight was improving, and I noticed all sorts of other things. And sometimes things will get worse before they get better, especially when someone has never done a detox protocol. So again, I do have, some of the likely things that you may experience there. And also, what I'm outlining here, we do have the AccuLife patch for pets, so you can also patch up your pets. So this is what I wanted to outline here. So I'm just going to stop sharing and come back. I also wanted to read something that Jen O'Sullivan BCN posts in relation to maximizing your X39 experience, and of course the patch range, but I focus on X39 because that is the king of patches. So, one of the things that she says is X39 will work the way it needs to work. It will look at where does the body most need it. So it will not work the way that we want it to work. So we may have a concern we want it to address, but it may not address that first because there's something really underlying that's happening that's more important internally that it needs to tackle first. So we really need to bear that in mind. She also says commit to 6 months minimum and then get labs done after 6 months. Go to 3 practitioners for eye exams, dental exams, and medical exams. And again, I have the tests on my website that you can look at, that is for my partners and customers, of what she recommends, which is the same thing that I have there. Now, these are some things that she says that will slow down the progress. And basically, I've pretty much just mentioned them, but it's worth mentioning them again. So what will slow down the progress? Not drinking enough water. So you're not hydrated. So people that are drinking, too much coffee and too much tea, not getting enough electrolytes and ionic minerals each day, consuming more than 60 grams of sugar, consuming lots of processed food and junk food, taking more than 2 medications per day. And this is why I encourage you to speak to your medical practitioner. Having a lot of acid in the body. So that's, highly stressed, drinking coffee, not getting enough sleep, not breathing properly, eating properly, and the list goes on. So have a look at my video, high vibrational mind, body, and spirit, and also my Q consciousness video because that deals with the mind. So there are a lot of tips in those videos to assist you, and you'll find them on my Rumble channel. Check your polarity. If you always seem to have 2 left feet, you may have reversed polarity. And what else? Things to do to help you progress. Again, drink water, take electrolytes, less sugar, use CoQ10 and turmeric. Work with your doctor to remove unnecessary medications, lessen your stress, take naps, pray, practice deep breathing. Change what you eat to a more whole foods plan. Again, those 2 videos that I suggested that I've done will assist you with that, and it goes in great detail. Walk and exercise daily to get your lymphatic system moving. Be consistent with your patch. This is where I find a lot of people also get it wrong. Oh, I think I'll wear it today, but I think I'll miss 2 days. That is not going to work. It's just like saying, I need vitamin D today, but you know what? I just won't take vitamin D for another few days. It's not how it works. And it's okay if you wear it on a little bit longer. Just make sure you have it on at least 8 to 10 hours. Again, I suggest no longer than 12 hours because you don't want your body to become dependent on the patch. So that's all I really wanted to share of how to maximize your X39 journey. Now, as I said, Dr. Jen O'Sullivan is going to follow with a video from her on the 10 top rookie mistakes. So have a look at that. This is from her experience, and a lot of them resonated with me, and this is why I added them to this video. And very important that my partners please share this information with all their customers and partners. We need to share it far and wide because really at the end of the day we want our partners and customers to have optimum health, and by following these guidelines it will greatly assist them. So thank you for watching this video. Mahalo. Have a beautiful day, and please enjoy the video that follows. God bless.
Share with you the top 10 rookie mistakes in under 5 minutes. And this will be quick. So number 1, when you start patching, you're using too many too soon. So you might start with X39 and then you get excited and you add the Eon and then you add SP6 and Alavida and you're doing the glutathione and you're overdoing it with your body with phototherapy, and you'll have what's called a detox spiral. So that's the first rookie mistake, is too many patches too soon. Second rookie mistake is doing a wrong combo, meaning like for the beginning, wear energy enhancer at night and maybe we'll do the silent nights during the day. Like I've seen people do weird things. So wrong combos can be really funky, and especially at the beginning. So if you're using X39, which is boosting your glutathione levels by 30%, and then you add glutathione right in the beginning, you will have a detox spiral. So we wait a little bit on that. So wrong combos is rookie mistake number 2. Number 3 would be bad water habits. I see this all too often. You need to be taking about 2 or 3 sips every 15 minutes as opposed to 16 ounces every hour or something like that. You want to hydrate. Your body can only absorb 4 to 5 ounces every 30 minutes. So when you're over consuming water all at once, you're just going to pee it out. That's why your urine is clear. And so we want to properly hydrate. And I see that as a really common rookie mistake, is that you're just not getting hydrated enough. So rookie mistake number 3 is bad water habits. Rookie mistake number 4 is bad electrolytes. So an electrolyte imbalance. And if you're having really harsh detox symptoms, meaning you're tired all the time or just you don't feel right, oftentimes that can be a potassium imbalance or a sodium imbalance or a magnesium imbalance. So getting the right electrolytes is really important. So I do encourage you to find a good quality one. I use the Relight brand by Redmond's, and that works great for me. So electrolytes, you want to make sure those are good. And oftentimes it could just be eating things higher in potassium or getting some better sodium, stuff like that. Okay, rookie mistake number 5 is having a high acidic body. So what that means is if you're drinking a lot of coffee or a lot of caffeine, or you're eating a lot of processed foods or a lot of sugar, or you're highly stressed. These are all things that contribute to having higher acid in the body. So when you have a higher acid content in the body, it takes a little bit longer time for X39 to work for you. So that's why we usually recommend getting, going off coffee, eating healthier foods, just that helps your body heal faster. So that's a rookie mistake. Number 5 is having high acid content in your body. Rookie mistake number 6 is having inconsistent use. So what that means is you wear it and then you forget to take it off, and you've worn it for too long, and then you take it off for 24 hours and you forget to put another patch on. Like, inconsistent use is a big time rookie mistake. So just try to get onto that schedule of 12 hours on, 12 hours off. This is for X39. Okay, number 7, that kind of inconsistent use here, but one of the biggest problems that I see people do, and why I put it as a standalone, number 7, is wearing X39 for too long. You just keep wearing it and you forget, and it's been like a day and a half and you're like, oh no, or maybe it's been 24 hours. Just remember, it's fine if you take it off and put a new one on, but just try to get back on that 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Your body needs about 4 to 8 hours, like on the minimum side of a break. David wants us to do 12 hours on, 12 hours off, because that's where the studies have shown the best. It works the best. So that's what we want to do there. So just don't wear it for too long. Make sure you're getting that 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Rookie mistake number 8, sharing patches. So if you use it for yourself and then give it to someone else and you run hot, or maybe you took a hot shower, or maybe, it's summertime, your patches won't have that long of a charge on it. So sharing patches can kind of hinder your progress. So just know, not a great idea. rookie mistake number 9 is if you have low copper levels and don't even know it. So I'll ask people, if you're not sure, just go get regular blood work done and ask for copper levels. Ask for electrolytes too, since you're in. You want to check your potassium, magnesium, and sodium levels, obviously calcium as well, but then low copper levels can also be a problem. You need these things to help your body make the GHKCU. All right, and then rookie mistake number 10, giving up too soon. I've seen this happen all too often where somebody hears all the testimonies from everybody else and thinks, okay, I'm going to wear this and I'm going to put this patch on the first day. And the very first day, I'm going to be healed. That's not how these work. The sicker you are, the longer it's going to take to work. So don't give up too soon. If you have like a major issue, like an autoimmune disease or some major issue, you need to wear these for about 9 to 12 months before you actually start seeing some pretty remarkable progress. The people who see like one patch wonders, where it's just right away, usually they're generally healthy and they have extra inflammation, or they have a frozen shoulder, or something is wrong with them that's like something the patch can just go to work right away. So just be aware of that. Don't give up too soon.
An empowered life has no expiration date. We're all created to do incredible things, like conquer summits, catch big waves, and live our passions. As time goes on, our bodies begin to show signs that things just aren't as they used to be. Our energy levels decline, sleep patterns shift, and recovery slows. But our bodies are masterpieces of design, holding the potential to bounce back better than ever. With X39, we achieved something remarkable in the field of wellness and regenerative science that others could not. By utilizing LifeWave's unique patented technology, X39 uses light to elevate GHKCU, a copper peptide known to support overall health and wellness. Unlike traditional light therapy, which requires external light sources, X39 uses the body's own infrared light to naturally increase vitality, enhancing the body's flow of natural energy for improvements in strength, stamina, performance, and overall health and well-being, with the simplicity of an affordable, non-invasive, non-transdermal patch. As we age, levels of these life-enhancing elements, which are associated with wellness and longevity, begin to decline. LifeWave invested 10 years into stem cell research, which resulted in over 70 patents. X39 was born to bring to the public a product that can support wellness in an entirely new way, supporting the production of younger, healthier cells with wearable light technology. Becoming a powerhouse is easier than you think. Harness your body's natural potential to maintain youthful energy and vitality, because life comes at you fast, but it doesn't have to pass you by. Live long, live well, live young. Be the light with LifeWave X39. LifeWave.